Y'all know when you're trying to take a picture and like you get too close to the light, so you just look like a sheet of white. It's like somebody just came into your room and just covered your face with a blanket and said, "Hey, you're white." I don't know what I'm trying to do here. It's enough of an intro for me. What is up, rockers, and welcome to a brand new and long awaited episode of Rokz News. Now, Rokz News is actually about to change a bunch because I'm completely changing the format of what Rokz News is actually going to be fundamentally. So if you didn't notice already, the Free Game Fridays series I tried to start was a complete disaster. I think I've gotten a total of maybe 2 views on each of those videos, and so that's not going to be happening anymore. And so from now on Fridays, I'm going to be posting a Rokz News episode, but it's going to be a little bit different than it used to be. So basically, Rokz News is about to become something very different. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it like every other week. So one week I'll do a video that's kind of like a personal vlog like this, something like this that I'm going to do today, where it's kind of more like a rant or talking about something that like I think is important, and we'll discuss it here. And then on the other week, we'll actually do some gaming news. So I'll talk about some of the biggest things that have happened within the last, I guess at that point it would be 2 weeks. And so I'll summarize all that up for the last 2 weeks and kind of give the biggest points or the biggest controversies or whatever within those last 2 weeks. So yeah, anyway, this is going to be our first episode back to Rokz News because, again, it has been a while. And so today we have a topic I really want to talk about because this is a problem that I have literally every day. Yeah, you know what it is because you already read the title. It's drivers. Specifically, terrible drivers. Because if you look around, most people on the road are pretty bad at driving. And yet all of them pass this test that everyone has to take in order to drive. So how is it exactly that most of the people that you encounter on a daily basis are bad at driving? I still have no idea at all. First thing I want to talk about is traffic. Now, obviously, traffic is a fundamental issue that will always occur if there are people that are manually controlling vehicles to move independently, because everyone's going a different place, and some people are just confused and they don't know where they're going. But my problem with traffic is when there's a bunch of slow people and they don't decide, hey, why don't we all get in the same lane so that the people who actually need to get by and get where they're going can get where they're going. I assume that most of the people who are watching this, or, well, I guess I can't really say that because a lot of my audience is actually probably like middle to high school. But some of you people who are watching this video know exactly what I'm talking about. The people who are just driving along, when you end up with like 2 people in a 2-lane street, and they're leaving shadows across my face and stuff. You got 2 people in a 2-lane street and they're both going the same speed, 20 miles per hour below the speed limit, and everyone behind them is like, can you just move your stupid car? This is what we have to deal with on a daily basis. Number 2, people who park and take up 2 spaces. Now I understand, okay, some people have this idea that, oh, I have a super expensive car, and so in order to protect my car, I will park in 2 spaces. Do you know how much of a waste of space you are by doing that? I'm not talking about your car even, because it's not your car's fault. Your car is an inanimate object that cannot think for itself, but you, sir, are a person with a brain. And so, as a person with a brain, I expect you to understand fundamental understanding of normal acts. I don't even know what I'm saying now. What I'm trying to say is, you are a human being who understands issues of other human beings, or at least I would assume you do to some extent. But if you take up 2 parking spots and there are no other parking spots anywhere nearby, yo, if it's raining and someone is using up 2 parking spots anywhere near the store, I'm about to rage on that kid. I'm about to grab you by your $100 tie, slap you down on the hood of your beautiful car, and smack you back and forth with the briefcase you were carrying. Please stop double parking. It's disgusting. Just stop. This one is the biggest problem of all, I think, and that is the issue of turn signals. I mean, why do you think that they had put 2 lights in the front of the car and 2 lights in the back of the car just to tell people where the heck you're going? Do you think that if a car company knew that people weren't going to use turn signals, that they would go through the time to wire all that crap up? No. They would not. The reason for turn signals is to make sure that you don't do something completely stupid while you're driving. I was on the road the other day and there was a white Ford Focus in the middle lane of a 3-lane street, okay? I was in the left lane and this guy decided, oh hey, great idea, maybe I should make a left turn from the middle lane at an intersection. So he started turning, and if I did not slam on my brakes, I probably would have impaled my 2002 Subaru Impreza Outback Sport into a white Ford Focus. All I'm saying is stop being stupid and use your stupid turn signals, because if you're gonna do something stupid, at least let other people know you're gonna do it so they could not kill themselves and hopefully, although maybe you deserve it, not kill you. Another thing. One of the most dangerous things I've ever noticed on the road are people that change lanes really, really quickly. I personally really do enjoy driving, and I have no problem with changing lanes and all that stuff. It's great. It gets you where you're going faster, and it gets you around the people that are going slower. The problem I have with people that change lanes very, very quickly is that people who change lanes very quickly are usually putting everyone else around them in a lot more danger. If you've seen people who change lanes very, very quickly, you'll probably notice that they're just trying to jam themselves from the tiny little space that they have on their lane into a smaller space in the other lane. He's literally turning his car sideways on the street in order to jam his way in that tiny little opening. You know how dangerous that is? That could literally kill someone right there, like that. And that's a massively dangerous move to make on the street, and honestly, that's something that really, really triggers me. Another one of my biggest pet peeves about driving, since I'm a student going to school and everything, I know how you have to respect the school zones, okay? And if you don't know what a school zone is, because I know some states don't have them or whatever, it's basically a zone on a main street where a school is located along the side, where they basically tell everyone to drive at about 15 miles per hour in order to avoid hitting any kids. Now I understand some people will go 20 miles per hour, maybe even 25 miles an hour in these sections. I mean, yes, you're breaking the law, and you really shouldn't be breaking the law, but at least you have time to really stop. What really makes me upset is when I watch someone driving through a school lane going 35 plus miles an hour, knowing that there is a very good chance that a kid could be walking right across that street trying to get to school in order to better their education and basically get somewhere in life. And so essentially, you are putting a child's life at risk and essentially an entire lifespan at risk just because you want to get to wherever you're going just a tiny bit faster. And I know that kind of goes against what I was saying in the beginning, that, you know, people go so slow and everything, but at the same time, I understand that this is what that zone is for. That zone is made because people have been hit there before, and they're trying to prevent that from happening again. And so essentially this person is completely disrespecting that entire educational establishment and therefore just doesn't care about the future of America or wherever the heck you're living. So if you're a driver and you drive fast through school lanes, screw you, because you are basically screwing over an entire system of education and the entire next generation. Alright, well that's pretty much it for this week's rant. I just really wanted to get that off my chest because I always have problems on the road, and drivers can be some of the most annoying and pretentious people out there, so I just wanted to let you people know, please stop doing the things that you're doing. Honestly, you're just putting other people's lives in danger and oftentimes just screwing over other people on the road or even children that are trying to go to school. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below. Comment if you like this new idea I have for Rokz News, because it's just kind of a concept. Kind of wondering if you guys are going to enjoy it or not. And of course, subscribe to check out some more videos, guys. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out. If you guys enjoyed this video, then you should check out these two videos right here, which are similar to this video, and I think you'll also enjoy them. If you do, then drop a like or subscribe to the channel to let me know that you're loving the videos. And as always, guys, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out.